What if I told you there's a compact SUV that combines bulletproof Toyota reliability, hybrid fuel efficiency, real SUV versatility, and still keeps the price reasonable? Sounds almost too perfect, right? Well, buckle up, because today on GMJ Drives, we're diving deep into the all-new 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid to see if it's genuinely the smartest small SUV you can buy in 2026, or just another safe but forgettable crossover in a sea of options. The competition out there is fierce. You've got the stylish Honda HR-V, the bold Kia Seltos, the funky Hyundai Kona, and the fun-to-drive Mazda CX-30. So where exactly does this new Corolla Cross Hybrid fit in? Is it the boring, reliable choice or the actually smart daily driver choice? Let's find out, starting from the back. Walking up to the rear of the 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid, you're greeted with a clean, modern, and very functional design. The sleek LED taillights stretch horizontally across the tailgate, making the car look wider and more planted on the road. The rear bumper has a subtle, rugged flair with some black cladding that reminds you this is still an SUV, even if it's on the compact side. Pop open that tailgate and you'll find about 22 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats. Now, be honest. Is that enough for your weekly grocery runs, airport luggage, or weekend getaway bags? For most families and daily drivers, it absolutely gets the job done. And when you fold those rear seats down, the space opens up dramatically, making it surprisingly capable for small moves or longer road trips. Now let's check out the left side profile. The 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid has this nicely balanced stance. Not too aggressive, not too plain. The body lines flow smoothly, with just enough sculpting to give it some character. Those roof rails are a welcome addition if you love throwing on a roof box for adventures or carrying bikes and kayaks. Speaking of design taste, here's a question for you. Do you prefer clean and simple SUV styling like the Corolla Cross, or do you go crazy for bold and aggressive looks like the Kia Seltos? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Swinging around to the right side, the story stays consistent. The slightly raised ride height gives you that confident SUV view without feeling bulky or hard to maneuver in tight city parking. Compared to the more sporty and stylish Mazda CX-30, the Corolla Cross feels more practical and everyday friendly. Higher trims come with sharp-looking 18-inch alloy wheels that add a nice touch of sportiness. And I have to say, the new color options look fantastic, especially that cavalry blue with a contrasting black roof. It really turns heads in traffic and makes the car feel fresher than ever. All right, let's step inside because this is where you'll actually live with the car every day. The interior of the 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid has been nicely refreshed and focuses heavily on comfort and simplicity. Right in the center sits a large, crisp 10.5-inch touchscreen that's responsive, intuitive, and thankfully free of overly complicated menus. Behind the wheel, higher trims get a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument cluster that looks modern and premium. The whole layout just makes sense. You sit down and immediately know how everything works. No steep learning curve here. The front seats are supportive and comfortable, especially for long highway drives. On upper trims, you get heated seats, power adjustments, and soft synthetic leather that actually feels surprisingly upscale for this segment. Quick question for you. When buying a car, would you rather save money with durable fabric seats or splurge a bit for heated leather and extra comfort? Let me know what you'd pick in the comments. In the rear, passengers get decent legroom and headroom, and the large windows make the cabin feel bright and airy. Rear USB charging ports are standard, which is always a win for families and friends riding along. Tech-wise, you get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless phone charging, and even an available premium JBL sound system. It's not the flashiest setup on the market, but it's reliable, quick to respond, and exactly what most people actually use every day. Now let's talk about what really makes the Corolla Cross Hybrid special: the powertrain. Under the hood, you've got a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine working together with electric motors to deliver a total of 196 horsepower. And yes, it's quicker than you might expect. 0 to 60 mph in about 7.3 seconds. That's genuinely peppy for a hybrid compact SUV, but the real star of the show is the fuel efficiency. We're talking approximately 45 mpg in the city, 38 on the highway, and around 42 combined. That's the kind of number that actually puts real money back in your pocket every month at the pump. Would you switch to a hybrid primarily for those massive fuel savings, or do you still prefer the simplicity of a traditional gasoline engine? Let me know below. Another major advantage is that every hybrid model comes standard with all-wheel drive. That means better traction in rain, snow, or loose surfaces, plus added peace of mind. It can even tow up to 1,500 pounds, which is enough for small trailers, jet skis, or weekend toys. Let's get real about pricing. The 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid is expected to start right around $30,000, with well-loaded versions climbing up to about $34,000. That positions it perfectly in the sweet spot of the compact SUV market. It's not the absolute cheapest option, but when you factor in the hybrid system, standard AWD, Toyota's legendary reliability, and solid features, it delivers excellent value. The SE trim feels like the smartest pick for most buyers, giving you blind spot monitoring, roof rails, and paddle shifters without going overboard. If you want more luxury, the XSE trim adds heated seats, power-adjustable front seats, and upgraded interior materials. So here's another question. Would you stick with the base or mid-level trim to save cash, or would you go for the top trim for those extra comforts? I'm genuinely curious what most of you would choose. Now for the final verdict. The 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid isn't trying to be the fastest, the most luxurious, or the wildest-looking SUV in its class. Instead, it nails what actually matters for real life: outstanding fuel economy, everyday comfort, practical space, and that unbreakable Toyota reliability. When you stack it up against rivals like the Honda HR-V, Hyundai Kona, or even the Kia Seltos, it might not feel as flashy or sporty, but it quietly wins in the areas that affect your wallet and your daily stress levels the most. Lower running costs, ease of ownership, and long-term dependability. It's the kind of vehicle that simply fits into your life without drama, whether you're a daily commuter, a young family, or someone buying their first SUV. If you're shopping for a smart, efficient, and practical compact crossover that won't let you down, the 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid deserves a serious spot on your test drive list. So tell me honestly in the comments, would you actually consider buying the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, or would you lean toward one of its competitors instead? I read every comment, so don't be shy. If you enjoyed this in-depth review and want more honest car reviews just like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to GMJ Drives, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We've got plenty more exciting cars lined up for you this year. Thanks for watching, drive safe, drive smart, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.